Hi guys, Sebastian here from GuitarEndeavor.com. Today I want to talk about a very popular chord progression, the Andalusian Cadence. It's found in many musical genres such as jazz, pop, even rock and classical music. So it's a very basic chord progression. We can find it in many different songs. I can think of songs like Stray Cat Trot, Hit the Road Jack, there's also Entre Dos Aguas, and even Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. And there are so many more songs using this particular chord progression. Now we'll see how we can improvise using this chord progression, but first let's just look at how it's built and what are the chords. And I'll give you just a quick example of how we can use this chord progression. So, like its name says it, the Andalusian cadence is a cadence using 4 different chords. In regard to the major mode, it uses the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, and goes to the 3rd. So, in E minor, or in G major, if you want to, it would go like that. E minor, D major, C major, and B major. Alright, so now let's see how it looks on the guitar. First we'll be playing it on one string so that you can see how it goes downward. We'll use the chords E minor, D major, C major, and B major. So that's the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd of the G major scale. That's how it goes. So you can already feel and see how flamenco it sounds, or it has kind of a gypsy sound to it. Now we can play it using open chords, and that's where it gets very interesting if you ever want to get into a jam with someone, or if you ever want to play on your own with this chord progression. First we'll use the same chords, E minor, D, C, and B. Now, another thing that you could do is kind of enrich and add flavors to the chords. We'll start with the E minor, just like it is, and we'll go to the D, but we'll play D dominant 7. You can find the chords in a blog post, the link will be down below. And we're going to go to the C major, but we'll be adding a G right here to make it sound more fuller, and if you don't have a bassist, you're just playing around the fire camp, that's a very nice thing to do. Then we'll be adding the B, but instead of playing the B major, we'll be playing the B dominant 7. So that's how it goes. Now you can see how more interesting it gets. Now you might want to play it in another key. One very popular key to play this progression is to start with the A minor. Then you would go to the G, to the B, to the F, and to the E. So that A, G, F, E. Overall, it's a very nice chord progression if you want to get into a jam with someone. You could play these chords, add different rhythms, and here we're into kind of a gypsy and a flamenco kind of rhythm, but it can be very different. Just like I told you, it could be something like Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. So you can do whatever you want. Now, if you want to improvise, we'll use the same chords as the previous example. If you ever want to get more into the details of how you can transpose this chord progression into another one, I'll be sending you, there's a link below where you can find more information in the blog post and a backing track for this particular lesson. Now, I'll just give it a shot, trying to noodle around a backing track using the chords we just saw previously, what I will do is I will use mainly E harmonic minor, which is a scale I really like to solo with. You could use the E natural minor, but right now I'll stick to the E harmonic minor. I'll put on the headsets and the microphone, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you liked it, please hit thumbs up, or if you really did, please subscribe. And thanks, and I'll see you in another lesson.